Welcome to the Hutts Hangout. Grab your blasters and blue milk because we're about to deep dive into the game where Hutts rule and three scoundrels rule. On this episode, we have Womprat, the Berm, and myself. We have a little bit of news today, not a lot. We've got a bit of conquest. Womprat's dying to get into that. But first, probably the biggest news of the week, the Smugglers Run 3. So you guys seen the news. I guess before we sort of go into it too much, what are your initial thoughts, guys?
I am very pleasantly surprised by it. Like, there's a lot of bits that people are overlooking that people kicked off about saying, oh, there should have been like signal data in it. And it's like, Smugglers Run, it's always been mods. We knew it would be
Well, should
mods.
we go through it first then?
But
Because
the
you're going to
changes,
spoil
yeah.
everything. I just want to like high level, like,
And
are you happy or not happy?
yeah, high level. If you are even going to have Hondo at a low relic, there will be no excuse for bad mods.
Okay. All right.
There is no excuse at all.
All right.
Like, the
Berm? No,
improvements
that's it.
are not just that.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Oh man. I
Stop spoiling it.
obviously I just like when they're giving us new stuff like this, right? Honestly, even if it's not necessarily what everybody wanted, stuff like that, I think it's good. In general though, I think it's not really accessible anyways, and except for in-game people. So I like to look at everything from the whole perspective, and it's really only accessible to in-game people anyways. So it's not going to affect a lot of the community.
I'm pretty meh. Like, yeah, it's new stuff, but I, you know, once again, it's a GL is required for it, like, layer for Endor escalation and Jabba and that. I really was hoping for a little bit better, but yeah, yeah, we'll get into what.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that, Mike. I think my issue with I think my main issue with it would be, like I was saying with the in-game thing, is that it's not accessible because, like you were saying, you need a GL. So
Yeah. All right, so we'll bring up the post. So we've got, so do we want to read through it or we just want to skip through to the actual stuff?
So there is bits in here that are kind of important. I'll just go through the bit that's important. It is that. So the current cadence of Smugglers Run 2, Smugglers Run 1 will be every other Monday, Smugglers Run 2 will be every other Wednesday, and Smugglers Run 3 will be every other Friday. Yes, we used to get some of them twice or three times a month. It fell in a random-ish order. Some months you'll get three, some months you'll get two. It depended on the month. Now it's basically every other week. These are what we're getting. It gives us a structure. It tells us when shit's around, and the changes actually give us more.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I
we'll
like
go
that.
through it.
Yeah.
It's a structure. You'll like structure.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gonna say, even if you don't think you like structure, you like structure.
Well, it's good because then you're gonna get rewards at a certain period of time. Yeah, rather than just all higgly piggly. Yeah. All right. So Smugglers Run 1 and 2, the rewards haven't changed, right? It's just that they're gonna bring it in line with the
Yeah.
cadence. The rewards are actually end up
Yeah.
being the same per month, basically.
Apart from the mods, yes, because you'll end up with actually more mods,
More mods.
substantially.
Okay. All right.
because of Smugglers Run 1's second stage.
Okay.
So the first stage gives you 7 more mods a run, so that
Yeah.
would work out that you're getting quite a bump more. And the second one is another 9 mods. We're going to be flooded with health mods, which
Yeah.
is going to be nice.
I mean, let's be honest though. I mean, those are the mods that most people need the most. Or I mean, there's a few sets that you always get, and health is always at the top of that list. You always are getting health sets because everybody needs it as a secondary. Some people need 3 of them, stuff like that. So those are good ones to get anyways. And I like this edition because it helps the entire community as well. Everybody can do Smugglers One Run. It helps everybody out.
Yeah. Now, Smugglers Run 2 is Jabba,
Yes.
which is where things start to change a little bit, but not masses. Like you're getting a load more health mods. But it's the things like the micro attenuators that if you're doing mods properly, 30 micro attenuators is, oh, look, it's gone.
Yeah.
Getting 46. That means you're getting 92 a time because you can run these usually twice. So it's usually simmed it twice. So you're actually getting 92 now. That is a decent amount. You can do a mod, I think it's 3 or potentially, 3 and a bit rerolls.
Okay.
So, okay, it's 3 and a bit rerolls. You spread your micro attenuators right, you should be hunting mods to spend that on. And then we get to the new shit. And the new shit is good. I like it a fuck ton. Now, they have changed this initially because it did say 60 mods for the health and the mystery speed.
All right.
Yeah.
I would have liked that.
Yeah.
That would have made me. Yeah, I would have preferred 60. If it was 60,
Now,
I would have gone.
go
Okay.
right. Just check right at the bottom for me to make sure that's not 16 now.
Still 5.
No, it's all changed to
Oh, yeah.
5D.
Adjusted the
It's all
60
changed
to
to 5D
5D.
mystery.
Yeah. They've given us more mods, but not good ones.
Well,
Yeah.
so I like that they at least gave us more though, right? I mean, they could have just adjusted it and they were like, "Oh, you know what? We messed up. So since we messed up, here's a few more."
Yep. So let's start right at the base level of the Smugglers Run 3. I think it's just 2 levels, is it? Or
Looks like
2
it,
levels.
yeah.
So circuit breaker modules and the pulse modulators, you fly through. You never have enough, especially if you're working on your 6 mods in general. You are going to be burning through them. Same with capacitors and amplifiers, but you use them even more. Going up to 76 of them per hit. That's 140, 152 a run? As long as it can be double runned. Holy shit, that's a lot. Again, micro attenuators, you're at 46. So not a massive change between the levels. But again, you capped at 300. You need to be spending these guys. And then you're getting 12 speed mods. 12.
To be honest,
That's a lot.
I am having it as speed mods instead of the health mods is a nice change.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still 5D.
I usually, I usually have to farm speed, offense, and defense mods every week. I'm hoping that this will bring my speed mod farm down to like every 3 weeks. I just run one set of speed. I'm really hoping this really changes that.
I'm on defense at the moment.
That's the first part.
Because of
I
Hondo.
rotate through. So I rotate through a series of them over like a 2-week period, and it's literally just okay, done sort of thing. There's not a lot to it, and one of those. It's not the greatest, but it's an answer that we want. The next set,
It's just these two different.
you look at it and you think, yeah, you think, oh, there's not a lot extra. Like you've got the fusion cores, you've got the power control chips. Okay, there isn't a lot extra. But here's where you do the maths, just quickly. Those circuit breaker modules, you're getting 40 in each, so that's 80. You're actually getting 160 because you're running both twice. Or it might just be that you run the top one twice. Okay, so run the top one twice, that's fine. But Smugglers Run 2, I think Jabba, you can run the lower one and the higher one, if I remember correctly. If that is the case, that's 160 of these per time. Holy shit, I'm going to be happy as sin. I'm going to be floating in mod materials. And honestly, you should be hoarding as much mod materials. And then when you get close to those micro attenuators, you should be smashing through. There is no excuse now, if you've got Hondo available, to consider him for an R9, just because it means that you're going to be floating in mod materials all day long. Now, we need to see the event. We need to see how hard it is, because extremely deadly R9. Okay. That is a scary bit for me where it's like, yeah, okay, it's going to be insane. But
Yeah, I mean, when CG's saying extremely deadly, I mean, sometimes they're like, "Oh yeah, no, this is going to be an easy event, guys. Like, this is going to be a cakewalk." And then you're
Yeah.
like, "Wait, I have to remod my entire roster just to like barely beat this thing, and I had to try it 50 times." So when they're telling us it's extremely deadly, it's like, what does that mean? Like, it could go either way. Either it's going to be really easy, or this is going to be the hardest shit you've ever done in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the good news
well,
is
this is
that
the thing.
when you get 3 stars, you just sim it from then on. So, you know.
Yeah.
So let's say
just got
2.5 hours of 2.5 hours of trying, followed by simming for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Like, it's coming in November. I'm expecting Relic 10 now in November. I'm expecting this at the same time as Relic 10 and Relic Delta to come into the game. That's what I've roughly got as an expectation. And it's like, okay, so that hits, that's fine. It might mean that you want to take Hondo to R10, but it might be a ridiculous event where you remod once to be God mod on all 5 characters and you just cakewalk it. Or, as Berm said, you might God mod and, oh, look, I'm down to nearly everybody dead every single attempt. And you're stopping the runs. We don't know. With CG's new events, sometimes they are really nice, really easy, and sometimes they are off. And
yeah, I mean, I have to say, I don't
seems to be
actually
nothing in between.
There's not. There's really not. I don't like it when they make them really easy. I also don't like them really hard, obviously. But when they're really easy, it just feels like they're just handing stuff to us. And I don't play games to be handed stuff. Like, I don't play games on easy mode. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't really want it to be easy, but I also don't want it to be impossible. So
Yeah.
I am hoping it is at least challenging, even at R9, especially with Hondo's heal that just picks you up and goes, my whole team's back, go away. I hope it is a little challenging. I hope you don't have to remod for it and can get 3 stars easy enough. But at the same time, I hope it's challenging enough for those that don't remod to go, maybe I'm just going to God mod. You God mod up and you sit there and go, that event was a joke.
I think it's gonna be one of those things where we're not gonna use the teams that we're expecting to use, and then once you have the right team, right, then it'll be easy to do.
Yeah.
Similar to something like what's the other one? It's Powers, the Powers one where you use the Sith team.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Oh, places of power.
But you need a
Yeah.
places of power, and it's. I remember doing it, and I would put it on auto and let SLKR and crew go for like 2 hours, so I could beat challenge tier 3. It could be something similar to that, where it's like you can do it. It's just going to take you a long time, unless you have the right team. If you've got the right team and you're using the right stuff, now you just can beat it.
Yeah.
And it could be something similar to that. I know CG likes to do that as well, where you need the right stuff, and if you don't have the right stuff, it's a lot more difficult. Same with the assault battle that's going on right now, right? Where if you don't have Jedi Knight Luke, for instance, what is this one called? The Ground War. Yeah, with the Separatists. You don't have Jedi Knight Luke, good luck. That sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's very, this is what you need in order to get it accomplished. And I dislike that, but I also like it. So it's very, yeah.
All right. So I've got a question for
It
you,
is
Vern.
nice.
So you haven't got Hondo. Does this make you want to get Hondo any quicker? Like, you're going to get him eventually, right? But is this now like, I need to get Hondo?
If I could get the pirates faster, maybe. The problem is I can't get the pirates, so I would say no. It doesn't move this guy. It doesn't move it up on my list. I don't even have Jabba yet. So I'm working on Jabba right now, so I can do Smugglers Run
Okay.
2.
Yep.
But even with Smugglers Run 2, I know everybody says it's super important, stuff like that. It is for modding. Is it that important to do Smugglers Run 2? I'm doing just fine without it.
Okay.
So
Yep.
I wouldn't move this up on your list if it's not already obtainable. So anybody who's not already able
Yeah.
to do this, I wouldn't say, "Hey, go get Hondo so that you can do Smugglers Run 3." No, by no means. I would never say that. No.
Like, I would definitely be saying now Jabba is a lot more important because just a boost to the lower levels is going to help any account. And he is nowhere near as bad as Hondo to get. He also builds his own team whilst you're actually doing it, and his requirements aren't that bad. Yes, there's a couple of shittens, but oh well. It's the same with all GLs.
Yeah, I would say for Jabba, and that's why the focus moved from like an SLKR grind to the Jabba grind, right? For newer accounts and saying, "Hey, go for Jabba first." Obviously, Smugglers Red too, but you get a lot of stuff when you're going after Jabba. You get Jedi Knight Luke, you get executor requirements, you get a lot of stuff along the way, and
Yeah.
it's not with Hondo. You're just getting Hondo, who, as we've seen, is a good GL, but he's not the end all be all GL that you just throw in defense and you win. So
Yeah,
Um,
like
yeah.
even the very first week of Hondo in GAC, he was not an unkillable monster. And usually that is the time you want to see that behavior from them. You want to see Hondo go down on your wall and people get 15, 20, 25 fights in and just go, I tested. I'm done.
Yeah.
But nobody saw that. Like, we found answers very, very quickly that
even with the
man
Datacrons, yeah.
got eaten. Yeah. So is he the best GL to go for? If you're late game and you've got nothing else, yeah, do it. If you're not at that point where you have got Jabba and everything else, Jabba is now more important than ever before, small account, because that will accelerate your mods substantially, especially with
And
it now being a fixed rate, where before now we have had one Smugglers Run 2 in a month.
yeah,
I
that's
didn't
Now
true.
it's a
know.
That's
fixed.
true. I agree.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's a fixed. Go for it.
I noticed because I can only do Smugglers One Run or Smugglers Run 1. So I realized that it's not happening very often just because I don't I'm not getting the mod materials from it. Smugglers Run 2, I just notice it because every time it pops up, I go, ugh, I don't have Java.
Yeah. And this is the big thing that I've been trying to explain to people for a while is Jabber is good just because it accelerates your mods. With these increases alone, it would be go and get Jabber. He will severely accelerate your mods now. Then the fact that they've gone, here's the cadence that is completely fixed. Every other week on a Wednesday, you will have Smugglers Run 2 appear. Give me Jabber now. Anybody that is going for Jabber, I would now be seriously looking and going, can I afford that extra 50 refresh on this character? Can I afford that extra push towards these relic mats that I need? Or can I push towards the signal data that I need? Because the sooner you have him, the better it is going to be for your account. I'm not saying go all in, spend all your crystals at all. I am saying carefully look at where you are, carefully look at what your income is for your crystals, and see if you have that spare, even just 50 crystals to go, you know what, I can actually push a little bit.
And I'll
A
say,
little
if you
bit of a
guys are
push
listening,
early.
if you guys are listening to what a lot of us content creators are saying and a lot of people in the community tell anyways, you should be pushing for number one in Fleet Arena every day anyways. And if you're doing that, then you're going to have the crystals to do these refreshes so that you can push a Jabba or you can push for other characters. But in this scenario, obviously we're talking about Jabba, but that way you can push and get more signal data. You can push and get those extra refreshes on your shards, stuff like that. Because especially like the ship currency, anything that's not accelerated, that kind of stuff, you're going to need to refresh those. Because I mean, if you're not refreshing those, good luck. I mean, that's maybe a year down the road before you get that, because it's just not really obtainable when you're getting one shard a day. If you're lucky, you're getting two, but I'd say it averages out to two tops with getting zeros on certain days. So
Yeah.
Fleet Arena number one, get into number one Fleet Arena, and then start, like you said, Womprat, start doing the refreshes, because now you have the crystals that you can afford to do that. So
Here's my
But yeah,
a
don't
follow-on,
run yourself dry of crystals, guys.
another a sort of follow-on question.
Go on.
So we've got Hondo, Leia, and Jabba who all have events now, right? Or like a bonus tier.
Yep.
Don't need to go into too much explanation, but rank those three in order for
okay, let me give you my super long explanation real quick.
So you think of an account that has the ability to go for either or any of them, either of the three. Where would you first, second, third in that in order, based on their event?
Okay. I can answer this really quickly. As an early game account, you want to go Jabba, Leia, and then potentially Hondo some point in the future. Does not matter. As a mid game account, if you have got one of them, get the other one and then consider Hondo. If you're in the late game, why haven't you got Hondo? And that's it. If you're in the late game, you have got everything, or should have everything, or be on the way to getting Hondo. That's it.
All right, Firm.
Why have you not got Hondo yet is the question.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, that was pretty accurate. I would say newer accounts, Jabba. I don't know that I would really push for Leia. I would push Leia because that's what I mean, that's on your path anyways, but I wouldn't accelerate the Leia push. And then Hondo, I wouldn't even look at Hondo. I wouldn't even look at Hondo on mid game, honestly. There's too much other stuff to get that is more important. So mid game, no, I wouldn't get Hondo mid game either. I wouldn't even farm those guys. I wouldn't even shard them. Do the marquees, get as many shards as you can get in the marquees when they come out. Obviously, it's already over. but just in general, that's what you do, and then you just kind of leave it alone and keep farming what you're already farming. I wouldn't push it at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
But mid game, obviously, I
And
would have Leia or go for Leia, Jabba, and then Leia. Yeah.
it's one of those where it's dependent on what you want to do. Depends on whether you push for him or not.
Okay.
And that's the biggest part is what do you want to do when you're in the mid game? Because somebody might want to go and get Hondo, and it's like, okay, do it. There is
They
no
might.
reason
Yeah.
not to.
I'm just purely asking, what are you guys' thoughts on
Yeah.
the 3 events? What should people be prioritizing? And I think I probably agree with how you rank them. Yeah, I think Leia's event with the Omicrons is quite important as well. Just to try and build up that stack of the Omicrons. So, yeah. Yep.
I would just say that the only reason I would say Jabba is more important now is just because of the frequency of the event that's been added, right? So now that you're getting the events every other week, you're gonna, like Wompratt was saying, now we're gonna be getting more of those mats. So that's the reason I would put him over Leia right now. Usually I would say maybe Leia just because the PvP aspect of Leia as opposed to Jabba, but as we've seen and we've discussed before, PvP is kind of in a weird state right now anyways. So you're going to get more out of a Jabba grind than you would a Leia grind.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's one of those that, Smugglers Run 3 is going to become more and more important as you enter the end game, especially as you start climbing into Kyber. Because once you start climbing into Kyber, your mods come into play a hell of a lot more than you realize. Those little counters that you see that are 20 odd percent, that all of a sudden somebody is always 100%ing, is because they have the right mods. They're the reason that counter is there at all. But then people will try it without the correct mod set and will fail because they haven't got the right modding. The
Every
only
time I
way
do
you
that-
will get better is these events.
Yeah.
Okay. That happens to me all the time, just so you guys know. I go look at the counters and I'm like, oh, it says I can use this. And then I use it and I'm like, well, I just got smashed. I wonder what's different, because when you're looking at these counters, they're all Kyber, right? And I'm like, they probably just have better stuff than me. I don't know what relic they are. I don't know what mods they had, stuff like that. So, yeah. But you're right. It probably is usually a mod difference. And you can make that up with the Jabba and Hondo grind. So,
yep. So it is, as you climb in Kyber, this is going to become, can I do Smugglers Run 3? And that's all it's going to be, is as you start to climb into the Kyber, you are going to have to highly consider a Hondo rush. Whether that's a good thing for your account or not, that's down to you. But my advice is, if you are starting to get into the Kyber 3, Kyber 4 area, this will probably help your account a hell of a lot more than, oh, I haven't got Lord Vader yet. Okay, well, don't go for Lord Vader right now. Go for Hondo.
I mean, unless you just like Lord Vader, don't go for Lord Vader anyways.
Yeah. Well, it's not just that.
Hang on. Can I mute you?
You could have any GL you could have any GL missing at that point, and you're in, say, Kyber 3. And I would be telling you, any GL or Hondo at the stage you're at in the game, Hondo is more important because of modding. You've got there because your mods are good. You're going to stay there or climb because you're going to make your mods better.
Make your mods great again.
Very
Make mods
misunderstood.
great. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm glad it doesn't work. I'm not going to lie.
All right. Are we finished with this topic?
Yeah, let's get on to the fun shit.
Yeah, so I'm going to go and have a nap for a couple of hours. Just send me a message when Wombrat's finished talking. All right? And
fuck you. Fuck you, Mike.
All right,
Oh
so
man.
conquest, everybody's favorite game mode,
Yeah.
is coming again. I actually haven't looked at the
Yeah.
feats, but I've looked
So
at your sector guide things. Looks a bit rough for people without a few characters, right?
yeah. So this is a rough one because of the boss levels. More than anything else, the boss levels are okay. We'll find a way. The actual sheets that I'm going to be showing on here in a minute are going to be available in my Discord. As we go through each sheet, I will be putting it straight in the Discord publicly. If you want access to them, go into my Discord. You can share them out of there. I don't care. Just let people see what bullshit teams you're going to have to pull off.
Didn't you have
So,
a
yeah.
didn't you have a way, Wamprat, to get them early?
Yes.
Subscribing to
So,
something or
yeah. So if you are a Twitch subscriber, a YouTube subscriber, or use Ko-fi on my channel, you've had these since Tuesday. So you've already had time to sit and build them into your account. And
you can
the
still
other
get them
thing in
early.
there,
You
yeah.
can still get them slightly earlier, by the way, by going and doing that with Womprat, just so you guys know, because it's not going to be he's not releasing those right this second. So if you wanted them early, you can still go do that.
When we talk about them on here, but it's like, okay, so we do the globals, and then I took the global one into the public.
Oh, you're throwing it in.
So
Okay.
they are
My bad.
Doing it now.
yeah, they go public as we do them.
Gotcha.
Because
All right.
at
Well,
the end
just
of
in
the
the
day,
future then. In the future then. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure everybody knows,
Yeah.
like, okay, so in the future then, if you want these early so that you can go over them all ahead of time, stuff like that, make sure you stop by Womprat's channel before so that you can look at everything in advance and you're not rushing. So
The other thing that I do is it's silly little things like we'll go through how early can I get it? And I talk through with somebody in the community. They know they will red crate the last of the three. They will have Hondo in about a month to a month and a half's time. So they know they can't red crate the first two. And it was, how can I get the stranger day one? And it is possible. You need to buy the pass and you have to buy every single one of the stranger shards en route. And that's all the way through. You end up on the last one, you red crate, you still get 330. Get fucked. I've got 330. I got gold crate on two more. Who cares? I've got it. But that's how he wants to do it because he wants Stranger day one, but he can't physically red crate month one. He thinks there's a possibility month two, which I mean, he doesn't have to buy all the shards, but he knows he will month three. So if you have those sorts of questions, feel free to ask us. We will sit there and do the maths with you and go, this is what you will get. I don't mind doing that. And I'm sure these guys, if somebody asks them the same question, they'll probably message me saying, can you just do the maths quickly?
Yes.
Or can I borrow your spreadsheet?
100%. It's like
100%. I can tell you guys, if you ask me about Conquest,
I was like, as he's talking, he's like, I'm sure if you ask these guys, I'm like, fuck off. I don't know shit about this. This is like, go see Womprat. Like, I don't know. Go look at his Discord, probably. I don't know. This is I struggled to figure it out myself, so do not ask me to help you figure out if you can make it in time, because I know my teams and I know I can reach it. Anything past that, even by like the second one, so at the end of the first conquest, I take pictures on my screenshots on my phone, so I know which feats I don't need to do for the next one. So that come next month, I'm like, oh, I don't need to worry about that one, and don't even think about it. That's how unaware of the situation I am. So yeah, 100% Womprat. All on him. No pressure.
Do you want to laugh there, Mike?
What?
Do you want to laugh? So the last conquest of each one, I see if I can 100% all the feats.
No.
Just to prove a point.
No.
What?
Why have
I
you...
haven't got a conquest issue. I've got a conquest coming.
No.
So I was gonna say, before we get into conquest, I was just curious, like, how do we feel about conquest in general? Like, what's your mental state going into Hell Week, right? Like, are you? I think Womprat's excited, but just in general, like, what do you guys? How do you guys feel going into this week that we have coming up?
Oh,
So, yes, there's excitement. Yes, there's worry. Because we never know the full data disk until people start getting through. Like, they'll only data mine the new shit. We won't know the full list. And that's always a worry where we're sat there going, right, okay, so what have they removed to add these? And we've got that worry big time this time because there's certain feats there that is, yeah, to make this easy, you are going to want these. If we don't have it, okay, that's the scary part. I don't want to go near it if we haven't got these. The biggest thing that I have now with Hell Week is better because I'm now down to one account, so I don't have to worry. And the second part of it is the guild I'm in, the first 2 days, if I did not want to do TB fights, I don't have to. I just need to deploy.
is that an option?
And that's it. As long as I can deploy. Yeah. We physically do not need any waves in day 1 or 2.
But I've got to get a head
So
start
it's-
on waves against you. Sorry,
That sounds more like a competitive thing than
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
Womprat. He smashes me
yes.
come the end. He gets me by a good like 20
Yeah,
or so. But the first few phases I can keep up with him. But need to relic a few characters.
The last
specific
TB.
characters.
Well, it seems like somebody needs to get
150.
Smugglers Run 3.
Oh, mod wise, I'm
Seems like
fine.
somebody needs it.
It's just I haven't got like I might have like a relic 7. I don't know, Jedi Knight Revan, and he needs to be at relic 8. So I can't use that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like that. I just need to sit and
There is
relic a
some
few characters.
like you make some weird nuanced teams that are like my Jabba team for day 6 is like, what the fuck is that? And it still works.
Oh,
And like the day 6 team is the same, day 5 teams the same, day 4 teams. You're sitting there going, okay, what the fuck are you using at relic 8? And it's, well, any scoundrels that fit. It's Jabba Chrysanthemum and then, okay, some other bullshit. That'll do.
yeah.
And yeah, it's one of those where it's like, come on, really? This works? And we do it on stream as much as I can. And it's like some of the teams that I do are utter bullshit. And you wouldn't believe them. But Hell Week for me is day 1 and 2 that are the worst. Because day 1, I'm rushing as far as I can. And day 2, I'm pushing into sector 4, end of sector 4, and starting to farm in day 2. The problem I have is then fine till day 4, where I actually have to do shit in TB. So if I was not wanting to, I just don't do waves early. And honestly, if people are in like those type of guilds where day 1 and 2 you do not have to do any waves, that is the way to make your life easy for conquest. And also,
Okay.
just a shout out to Tumblr, because that is the lovely person that helps with all these infographics we're about to go through.
Oh, fun.
Can I just point out something? Has someone been streaming on our channel without. I am on a 2 out of 3 watch streak. How the fuck have I missed a stream? I'm the one who runs the fucker. Is Twitch having a moment, or is it?
Mate,
I don't know.
I think
right.
I don't know. Have you like maybe you went live on accident or something once? I don't know.
But wouldn't I have been here to
Yeah.
press the button?
No, so you have to have the stream up though, right? Like even
Oh,
if
'cause it's the
you'd still
Hutts
have
would
to
have
pull
been.
it up.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah,
even though you have like because I'm assuming you pull it up to read chat and stuff, so
Yeah,
you would have had to have pulled it up. So one of the streams you probably just didn't pull it up is what happened.
possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I feel about Hell
So
Week?
Mike, what do you? Yeah. Yep.
Now that I know I don't have to do as much TB, it's definitely made things a bit easier. But like,
if
I don't,
if you want to keep up with my wave, you do.
I don't, I don't normally find it a problem, right? It's a hell 3-4 days by the time I get to sector 4, and then I'll just sim, or sim the treasure node to get up datacron mats. Then once GAC lock-in rolls around, then I go back to focusing on the rest of the feats to finish it off. So
Yep.
I've never really felt it was like a full week of stress. It's those first few days really, and I guess it depends how hard the boss battles are this time around. But yeah.
The main thing I am worried about is those boss nodes. We've seen them when they've tried to do weird boss nodes in the past, and they've been disgustingly hard.
Are we going to talk
there was
about them
one,
as
and
we
it
go
wasn't
through?
long ago. Yes, we will. I will be pulling that bit up.
Right.
The worry I have is not long ago we had boss nodes that were so severely overtuned. As streamers, we walk into it with about 300 energy and we don't care. Because we know we'll get to the end of Sector 2 day 1, and okay, right, we might get a little bit into Sector 3. And every single streamer I know, we got to the mini boss fight, and that was it. That was done. Because it was so overtuned, it was you need pure luck to pass it. I am really hoping we don't have that bullshit. And that is my worry. That is 100% my worry, that we are going to have boss fights that are so tough that we can't get through. And I am hoping that isn't the case. Really am.
Yeah, for me, this one, so usually I'm kind of stressing, right? Because I am like mid game. So I'm looking at the feats, I'm trying to figure out, can I red crate this? And I look at the guides, I look at what other people are doing. I don't have a typical account. When I started playing the game, I just kind of got stuff that I want in the game. I mean, that's the point of the game, right? Is to collect characters that you like. So that's what I did. And so I don't necessarily have all the stuff similar to when I'm doing GAC. Chat says, use this. I don't have that. So I have to look at the feats and I have to kind of throw my own stuff together. I'm not nearly as worried this time because I already know I can't red crate. So
do you think you can gold crate?
I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be close. There's a lot of stuff on here I can't do. There's a lot of stuff I can't do. I know that's a lot of keys I can miss, but that doesn't mean I can get there. It's going to take going to take effort to get there because I can't these once we go through all the stuff, I mean there's a lot of the boss fights I can't do. There's just a lot of stuff I can't do in general. So it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Hopefully I can get to gold. That way I can unlock the stranger. I was super excited for the stranger, as we saw from the when we did the stranger kit.
Yeah.
I was really excited, and then when I started looking through all these feats, I kind of got into kind of like a, like, I guess it doesn't really matter state. Like I can't do it. So I mean, if I can't do it, I can't do it. Um, Luckily for me,
So
I've got Berms 88 from Bones, and I will be able to do it on that one. So I'll be able to play the stranger. It's not really the same because it's not like it's not my account. I mean, it is my account. He gave me the account, but it's not my account in the sense of like I've had my account since the game started, even though you would never know because I've quit playing a few times. Um,
Yeah, I
but
get you.
yeah. So it's like it's not. Yeah, I can't do it on my account, and it's kind of frustrating to me. But at the same time, I get what they were doing, and it's still fun. I still enjoy what they're doing, and I think it is fun. I like when they do stuff like this, and it's not their fault I don't have the stuff. So
yeah, the main thing that I'd say to you, as somebody that looks at people's accounts for how far they can get and tries to advise people on conquest as much as I can, is silly little things like the power army will power you through a hell of a lot of the feats that are arseholy feats. He also hits so goddamn hard thanks to it. It's like, okay, you've got a mini nuclear bomb sat in your pocket when you need it. The other thing is, if you can gold crate, you buy every single shard. In theory, on the fourth run, so on the new runner, the new character, you will be pretty damn close to 330. So you can potentially, in 4 months, unlock him, even just with gold crate. It does need a little bit of extra spending there because you're going to have to blow through the character shards now, which are 520 instead of the 450, I think it is, or 499, whatever it is afterwards. It's a little bit more expensive this run through. And if you want him in 4 months on a baby or account that can only gold crate, make the push. Except that it's going to hurt you buying everything else, and go for it. And if you do want the help, seeing if you can work shit out and work out what you can and cannot pull off bullshit wise, I will sit down and help you. Just message us on Discord. And I'm going to say this to Berm now. Send us the ally code of your account that you would like to get him on. And I will see if it is physically even possible for you to get him in 4 months. I will sit down and do the maths for you. And that's
cool.
it.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah.
So, yeah. Right. So, let's get into it. Aussie Mike, you can either pull up global feats or sector 1 first. I don't care. Whichever one you pull up.
All right, let's see what
Let's
happens.
do the global feats first.
Oh, I've got sector 1.
Oh,
I
we're gonna
can
go with
do
that.
global.
All right.
What do we want to do?
No,
Yep.
that's fine. That's fine. You're already here. You're already here. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's go through sector 1.
Okay.
So, sector 1, guys. This is not a bad run. It looks like it's going to be rough. We'll go through what they are, but they are not bad teams. So, the first of the feats is the stagger feat. It is 60 times. You can use Gungans, you can use POW, you can use the AoE from Basilisk Fallen, or you can use the Starkiller lineup, which is also a bit of a cheat code because you can stack POW in there as your Jedi.
Yep.
So you can have 2 instances going through, which is how I would always advise somebody to do this, is stack the shit out of your stuff. If you can get away with running 3 or 4 ways in the same team, do it, because it is worth it. The next one is win battles with tanks. This is just a go-to JML counter. There is going to be other ways with other tank teams. The reason I say JML is coin.
Yep.
You put your tanks all with it, and the only thing you are ever going to be doing is pass the coin to you, you pass the coin to you, you pass the coin to you, and get fucked. There is enough Jedi tanks in the game where you can literally play past the book and watch it destroy the world. That will get you that 10 battles relatively easy. The next one is Brutus surviving. It is going to be a Maz team. It is going to be a Hondo team that does this best. But at the end of the day, you could, in theory, carry him as a low character on something like a Slacker team, on something like a high-end Lord Vader team. You can hide him in multiple places. You've got to have a tank to take the hit for him, and you've just got to get brave and do stupid shit. That's all that one comes down to, is what team can I hide him on to get the kills quick enough that it doesn't matter. So that is the first thing. The only other thing that I would say here is make sure that you are going to have enough shit for yourself to actually get this done. Don't burn those characters out. I would turn around personally and go, okay, so I'm going to do 3 fights today. Then tomorrow, you're going to have that team fully rested, and I'll take another 3 fights tomorrow, and another 3 fights the next day. And do it that way, where you are literally just day one going, here is the fights. And just work your way through. Work your way through those fights.
Okay.
The last one on here is buff immunity. Buff immunity is an arsehole in this event. Again, you're going to have POW if you really want to do it, but the way to cheese the buff immunity on this one is going to be GG and B2. You take a full droid team, you find a team with next to no AoEs, you want them to hit any other droid, it powers through B2, he will spam it. The other way you could do it is with Echo. His is again an AoE. It's not great. It's a team that potentially is going to be turn after turn waiting. B2 and GG is going to be a dirty cheese for that feat, because you're just going to stack it with droids, laugh how many times you do it, even if you do not fully successfully do everything. Does it say win a battle? No. It's attempt to inflict buff immunity 40 times.
Makes it easier.
So even if you don't win that fight, if he does his AoE, what? It will be, he does it in 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You're looking at like 8 times.
8 battles.
You can make an AoE 8 times in one
attacks.
fight.
Hmm.
Yeah. 8 AoEs in one fight is not imperceptible. It could be done. Whether it's going to be rough, that is the question. Yeah. Do I think it will be a comfortable one? Fuck no. But do I think everyone here could probably do that? Yes. And honestly, those feats are not bad. Right. So the mini bosses. One is win with kicks in your squad. Again, you might just have to carry it. Another one is win with Jocasta Nu in your squad. Again, just carry it. If you've got it unlocked and you don't have it at high level, it doesn't say survive. So you go, here is my Slacker squad, put kicks in. Here is my Slacker squad, put Jocasta Nu in. There you go. Done and dusted. I don't care what gear level they are. I don't care about them dying. I'll 3-star it with a proper team, and then I'm just going to kill it with Slacker. The worrying ones.
Did we have a graphic for? Sorry, did we have a graphic for the mini bosses, like the teams?
No, because
okay, I was just curious.
It
didn't switch, so I just wanted to make sure we didn't just not switch is all.
No, I thought I fell asleep.
So the issue with the mini bosses. Fuck you, man. The issue with the mini bosses is until we get to play them, we don't know their power level. So we don't know whether we can cheese it through with data discs or whether it's going to be a big, powerful team needed, or you can basically throw Ewoks at it and laugh. We don't know where it is on the scale. We have to wait until we get there, which is why it's irritating, especially as content creators, because we sit there and go, love to know what the power level of the mini boss is, so I can advise, like, okay, just do this. But when it is just win with this team, win with this character in your squad, it's like, okay, slacker. And that will be my answer. I'm just going to slacker the fuckers. I'll put kicks in one of the runs first, run through it, get the points, and fuck off. Come back later.
I like to
This
do
is also
I like to do I like to do Ray. If it's a light side character, I like to throw Ray for the damage immunity. Yeah.
There you go. It doesn't say survive though this time, so you don't have to care about that. You don't have to care
excellent.
about
Okay.
them dying.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
Now
Well, in that case, just like you said, slacker it. Just let them die and win.
Yeah. And then later on, come back with a proper team, clean it up for 3-star, roll up. I've got my 3. I've got the extra 2 key cards out of it twice. So I've got my, 7 key cards from that fight for 3 fights. Don't care. You might have pulled it off in 2 if you get lucky. Okay. This is the boss fights where we start to worry, because one is win with Tebow, TIE Fighter Pilot, Qui-Gon Jinn, Pro God Jyn Erso, and the other one is win with only Commander Luke Skywalker. We really need to see the power level of these guys.
Isn't it going to
I
be
have already said
hit raid? Remember how
yes, it is the
CLS
pit.
used to be able to solo it?
Yep,
At Gear 12, I might
yep,
add.
it used to. Yep.
I doubt Gear 12 is
the-
going to work on this, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our worry, is how overtuned are these bosses to make that Commander Luke Skywalker feat doable. Now,
Yeah, I mean,
yes, that feat is only 3 cards. So you could just ignore it. But that's 3 out of the 32 already gone. So
that's what I was going to say,
don't
Womp.
want
Yeah.
to.
That's what I was going to say, man. I mean, the thing is, when you start looking at like, oh, I can ignore this and I can ignore this, those add up really quick.
Yeah. So you will eventually look at it, and it's the best people to watch is it's going to be like, I'm going to be on, Scribe's going to be on, I know Ranger will likely be on. We will all race to Sector 2 by the end of the streams. We'll all be in a big old race of who gets to Sector 2 or start at Sector 3 day 1 as fast as they physically can. Now, yeah, okay. We're going to be the guinea pigs for you guys. Don't rush off in front, because if you find out that it can't be done at the moment, you may as well take your time. There's no point in you spending crystals to rush there if we find out you cannot do the Commander Luke Skywalker feat at Relic 8, because that's where most of us have it. I've got him at Relic 9. If I can't do that feat, I would be very surprised. And if I definitely can't do that feat, it's like, okay, 3 points gone, bye. And I'll move on. And if I'm saying, okay, move on from it, that's when you need to go, okay, well, I'm giving up 3 tickets. Unless you really want to claim, or unless you really have to claim them.
Well, speaking of
So,
rushing ahead, Womp
yeah.
Rat, so you're going to be doing this immediately, though, right? So it's not like we're going to have
Yes.
to wait a long time. I just want to clarify that, because it's not like when we say when he says don't rush ahead, he's not saying like, hey, don't do this, don't go do this the first day. They're going to be doing this immediately when Conquest starts. So it's not like, hey, don't play Conquest the first day.
So what I would usually do is I would be on stream for my usual time. I'm now in a countdown, so I am going to start later on Conquest Mondays to give me a better time for me, especially with the new work schedule. Mondays has a lot more meetings than I'm used to. The idea would be I will come on stream, I'll do my GAC, I will do TB as it opens, do the deploy and the little bits, and we'll talk about what conquest is ahead. And then straight after that, the second it opens, I will buy the pass, I will restart my game to be on the best side of it, and then instantly I'll be working my way through. Now, whatever time Conquest opens for you, I will be on stream playing Conquest at that point. You are welcome to ask the questions. You are welcome to jump in and go, okay, this. And the thing that I will be asking all of you to do is please, 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 if you see certain things like the data discs, if you see certain ones, let everybody know what ones you're seeing. We don't get a full list until after this conquest finishes. It really sucks for us creators because we can't make a plan off just what we see. I can make an educated guess. I don't want to just be guessing. I want to know what's available. And that's the main thing. So that is Sector 1. It looks potentially horrible. We'll see day one what we can do. It's just those boss feats that are the risky one. So Sector 2, let's just make a note of the time so I know where we are up to.
Sector 2.
Okay. Hey, that's a good one. All right, I'm going to steal that. All right, Sector 2. So, again, bonus turns. Gungans are broken. Gungans are very broken for this. Their assists, for some unknown reason, are classed as bonus turns. Throw Gungans at it, laugh. Because you'll probably do it in one fight. That's how bonkers these are. You've also got options like Darth Vader, Great Mothers, Maul. Anybody that does extra turns, you can cheese your way through with. It doesn't necessarily have to be a good one. Next one is win battles with Silvo and Vane. As you can see there, it's going to be like, if you've got Pirate King Hondo, okay. If you've got other bits, okay. Otherwise, it's going to be carrier teams, Slacker, JML, anything to get them through, because it does say surviving. The reason I've got Lord Vader there is basically I've modded mine specifically for offense, so he hits like a train. At Sector 2, he is usually one-shotting until about 60%. Same with JML, 3-man team, one-shot them through, laugh your way through. You may slacker it, there is other options, but yeah, that's how I will be planning to do it. Then we've got inflict days 40 times. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
This is a
looking forward
feat
to
I've
that
never
stuff.
liked.
Yeah.
The reason I don't like it isn't the same as the reason why it's annoying. It's that days seems to be one of the ones that's just always not like received. Now it does say attempt. We've seen it where it says attempt and it actually means inflict.
I was about to mention that. Yeah, I had that problem in the last one where it wasn't counting my attempts. It was I had to actually hit the days. Yeah.
I am really hoping that is wrong. And it is attempt this time, because the last time I'm pretty damn sure it was inflict. And yeah, it can get rough if that's the case. We never seem to know. But again, you've got POW, you've got the Bad Batch Echo AoE, you've got the B2 team that can do it. There is teams out there that will cheese it en masse. That's why they are in there, is these are going to eat it en masse for us. So, yeah. Then we get to the mini boss, which is Jedi Master Mace Windu. If you've got the team, use the team. If not, skip that feat. It is 2 points. It is the cheapest of the cheap. The next one is win with a full squad of pirates. There are pirates that are not GL Hondo and Maz team, so you may be able to cheese it. We don't know. This is why we need to see the data disk, why if there is things like Amplify Agony in there and other bits and pieces that will make that work, let us know if you see them. Screenshot them, chuck them in Discords. The more information we have about these data disks that are available, the more likely we can say, okay, farm these data disks and then go do this pirate feat. Or farm these data disks and the mini boss using only Kylo Ren is actually easier, which is this mini boss. And the other one for this mini boss is Darth Vader, Wampa, Grand Admiral Thrawn, BB-8, and again, Commander Luke Skywalker. Again, I need to see how that that boss goes. I can't say if it's going to be worth it or not. It may be if you've got the ability to do it. But if you guys pretending to be asleep,
No,
fuck you, man.
no, he's like
Fuck
doing
you.
something weird, like shading his eye from the sun. I don't know. Yeah, he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but it's just
I don't
weird.
know.
And I'm sitting here like trying to concentrate, and he's like doing weird stuff. All right, all right. Sector
Trying
3.
to keep you laughing at least. Yep, Sector 3. Now, this is a sector I'm not looking forward to at all.
I'm skipping disarm.
And
I'm just
he's
saying
not,
that. I'm not even fucking trying. I hate it.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. So the way to do disarm is do it on the end node when you need the Mark II currency, because this is the better Mark II currency. And you just throw Jabber in. You go, okay, Chrysanthemum, do your disarm move. And now auto. You do the exact same with Lord Vader. You go to CX2's turn, you do the disarm, you hit auto. You do that till you are at like even 60%. So you do 3 fights, which will put you at 70%. Okay, so day 1, maybe day 2, you get 6. The next day, you're at 12. The day after, oh, look, feats done. Spread the feet out, Mike. Same for everybody in chat. Spread these feats out. Don't give up 10 data cards that you never need to. Do the little bit, chuck it on auto, claim your rewards, and then go, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. I'll come back tomorrow. Next one in there is, in fact, well, yeah, the disarm. You've got it in Bad Batch. I won't be doing Bad Batch. Fuck that shit. No. No. I'll use Jabba. I'll use Lord Vader. One of those. SM33, it's carry him through. So Lord Vader's, Slackers, Pirate King Hondos, JML, anything like that, carry him through, make him do the work. Forget about anything else. Inflict Blind, CLS has an AoE with the backpack.
QPR.
Backpack Chewie. Yeah, Chupio. You've also got an AoE with Grogu with the BAM team. And you've got Pow doing lines as well. Honestly, I would be looking at CLS or Grogu team over Pow on this one because it is 80 blinds. I want to do them en masse. Again, spread that shit out.
So is the blind from Pow, is that on his middle ability then? That's the targeted, not the AoE.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's one of those where by the time you reach the 80, if you use CLS, you go into a very specific node, you're probably looking for something like Phoenix. So you can't physically win it because you ain't going to be killing them. But you're just going to be playing Stack the Blind on Kanan. Make the blind man blind. Let him heal and just stack some more. Or you go off and you find a KRU node and do the exact goddamn same. Stack the blind on the bastards. Yeah, it's wasting 20 energy. But if you can do like 40 to 50 of your blinds in one go by using 20 energy, done. It's a no-brainer. Sometimes using energy just to skip a feat or skip a huge chunk of the feat ahead is worth it. It can be really worth it. The next one is defeat enemies with clone troopers. Guys, you've got for I don't know why Gas 501st is the incorrect image there. Tumblo, can you change that one? Not meant to be CLS's face, meant to be Gas in the middle. He has.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I was about to mention like if you don't have DS clones or Bad Batch, you could use Gaz because I didn't see Gaz up there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but you've got Captain Rex in Hera's team, which depend on the Datacron shit will depend on how brutal that is. You've got Bad Batch that is just Bad Batch. They're all in there. And you've also got Lord Vader's 4 clones. And it is just kills with clones. Doesn't say dark side, doesn't say light side. Bit of a shit one, but there are multiple teams.
I just want to mention, like for these LV teams that you have up here, not everybody has LV. Obviously, I don't have LV.
Yeah.
Tarkin works as well most of the time for that.
Yeah, exactly. And although I've put as an LV team, if you have got the 4 other clones, it's just a swap out guy. I don't have Lord Vader, here is Tarkin, that will do. So if you see Lord Vader and it's for specifically a clone fight, usually you can just swap it. There's no big thing for it to not be. The mini boss here is an arse. It's Maz Kanata, which is usually a Sector 4 node, and Balin's Skull. Now, Balin will be, by the time that this is out, in-game permanently. I think it's tomorrow is in-game permanently.
Was it on the
Honestly,
28th? I thought it was the 28th.
Yeah, 28. So 3 days. 3 days.
It is 28th, yeah.
The day you're likely to be getting to Sector 3.
True.
That's the big thing here. It's the day you're likely to be getting to Sector 3. If you are going to be able to do it, cheese it. Do not worry about it until later. If you are going to be getting Balin at any point during this conquest, you can always do it later. So there is no worry there. Then you've got the boss fight, which is Chief Chirpa, Emperor Palpatine, Royal Guard, Stormtrooper Han. Again, we need to test to see how ridiculous that is. And the other one is only SWGoH Press. It's the same again. We need to see how bullshitty it is. I'm hoping it's not bad. We just need to see. I'm really hoping here. Sector 4, Mike.
Hang on. On the boss, all of the battles are the old raids, right? So when did SWGoH solo anything?
He didn't. He didn't.
All right. We'll figure
so I was going to say it's not.
Some
it's
of them
not
are old raid.
Yeah, it's not exact.
Yeah. Okay. Some of them are old raid, and some of them are old teams that we used to use to do weird shit. And SWGoH solo was a good thing in GAC for a good while. So one of those, just them being them and putting a weird feat in a weird node.
Okay, all good.
Right, next one then.
Sector 4.
What? Sector 4. This is a sector that actually gave me a headache trying to work this shit out. And I'm going to be honest here, I don't like the sector as a whole. And you'll discover why as I explain why. Win battles with quick old surviving is just going to be a pain in the arse. Yeah, you can put him as a tank for anybody and everything else, but he's got an AoE on every attack. It's like, I don't want you attacking. I might actually rip all the mods off him and put on my survival mods for Merrin, just so he's got base speed. So everybody's going to constantly loot the fucker.
Well, also he's a tank too, so
yeah,
it can make it tough when the survival ones are tanks, because it's like that's their job is to tank. So
it's like, okay, right. Then that one was my fuck. Then we've got evasion up. Granted, you've got AoE from Echo, you've got Pow's AoE ones, which is basically Pow does a special, give it. And you've also got from Pirate King Kondo. Pirate King Kondo, you can double up on the quick old, because you could put him as a tank into the Pirate King Kondo team just to double up on that feat. So you're getting the evasion up and the quick old surviving. Do it 3 or 4 times and leave it at that. Wait for the next day, do another 3 or 4, wait for the next day, finish it off. I will be doing these on the end nodes over a couple of days.
I know it's not the ideal team, but I use Inquisitors for this, just so you guys know. Like I put like 16 or 7 when I do. It's not efficient, but if you don't have this other stuff, like I don't,
it's a good call.
Inquisitors, it takes you a little bit longer, but you get it done.
Yeah. And this is the thing. Although it might take a little bit longer, it's a way of getting it done. The next one is win 10 battles with no tanks in your squad. The dirty cheese I use here is Gassed, and it is Gassed and Snips. Because you replace 5s with Snips and you've still got a tank in Gassed. You've just got no tank. The other answer is using teams with Padawan Obi-Wan, make them survivable, and go nuclear. That is the answers that I would be going for. But yeah, one of those. We do need to see how that goes. And then dots. Dots, there's that many answers to that I always sit there and go, yeah, okay. So dots is Lord Vader. You've got normal Darth Vader, Tuskens, Maul with Cartho Nassi, and you've also got the Hera-led Black team. Very survivable team, will spread dots rapidly. This is a team that is fun to use for dots. So do not worry about it. Other than that, this one's bosses. Let's have a look. Pirate King Kondo surviving, which is usually the Sector 5 feat. So, okay.
Right.
Win without using tanks in your squad. Tanks, fuck's sake. No tanks in Sector 4. That gets irritating fast. Again, likelihood is I'm going to see if I can use Gassed on it. If I can, Gassed with Snips will probably be a good thing. The next one is 2 fixed teams. One is Commander Cody 5's Echo, the clone version, Clone Sergeant, and Princess Leia. The other team is Finn, Poe, Resistance Pilot, Resistance Trooper, and R2-D2. I am hoping these are undertuned. I am hoping those are a cakewalk to do, because next to nobody will have them all at Relic.
Say the teams again.
At a decent Relic. So the first team is Commander Cody 5's Echo, Clone Echo, Clone Sergeant, and Princess Leia. Okay. And the second team is Finn, Poe Dameron, Resistance Pilot, Resistance Trooper, and R2-D2.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. I am hoping they're relatively undertuned. We will see when we get to Sector 4.
Yeah. Okay. That's an
I
interesting
think
mix.
this is... Yeah. I think this is the first time that when I get to the end of each sector, I will try and clear the boss node both ways straight away. Just to see if it can be done, more for you guys to have a reference point than anything else. Right. So that is Sector 4. It's disgusting. That is usually what I expect in Sector 5. And we're in Sector 4, and it's like, yay! And now we get to the Hellhole sector, which, okay, here we go. I'm going to try and fly through this one because this is like the worst of the worst for me. So, that, right, okay. So, CX2 surviving is 10 times, do it 3 times in a day, use Lord Vader if you've got him, Tarkin, use him in the Slacker team, use him with JML, anything like that will be fine. You've then got Tenacity down, which EP, Mara Jade, Starkiller with Padawan Obi-Wan as the cheat key would be a good one to do. You've also got Tuskens. But you've also got offense down here, which you'll notice that Tuskens is in as well. Not Tuskens, Gungans. Yeah, the other swear word.
Also, that says defense down. So I don't know if that's supposed to say that. But...
Defense down. Yeah, it is meant to be defense down. So you've got tenacity down and defense down. So it's 2 stats that Gungans give. So again, if you have Gungans, you can double dip your way through. CLS, Jabba, Jedi Master out the window, how all these are going to be good. But for this one, I am either going to be Gungan in it, or I will Starkiller it with Pow as my Jedi. That is going to be a very good cheat key for a lot of feats through this conquest. It is going to be worth using, going to be worth investing in that Pow army just to get them knocked out quick.
Well, how many times has he been
the other
mentioned? One? Like every sector's had him in it, right? Yep.
Near enough every sector's had him in at some point.
Sector 3, Sector 4. Yeah. He's in every sector.
Yep.
So, you know.
And he's going to be
the good news,
the globals.
The good news about Sector 5, though, is that if you're doing it the way that is usually suggested, you've already rushed Sector 4 pretty early in Conquest, and your guys should, for the most part, be full stamina by the time you do Sector 5 anyways. So,
yeah. So you're going to be going into Sector 5 pretty much full stamina. Usually start at week 2. I will do it week 1. I will go through, which will mean it will be day 3 for me. And I will check how horrible these fights are. Because, yeah, they're not looking pleasant. The other one for this is win 10 battles with a full squad of pirates. I'm hoping we have the right data disk for this bullshit to work so that you don't need Pirate King Kondo or Maz to pull it off. But I have got a big worry that you are going to need a lot here. Because not a lot of accounts are going to have a lot of decent pirates relicked up. Yeah, you may already have Hondo at Relic 5. You may already have Nest at Relic 2 or 3. And you might have Sana. But you're at least using 2 or 3 new pirates. It's not going to be a fun one. If you are going to skip any, it is 15 points. Try and work out, can I potentially have a team ready for the next run of Conquest? So you give yourself a month to try and have a squad of pirates ready to at least get through it. By then, we'll also know the data disks that we're going to be looking for. So you should be able to work out some form of cheese and cheese your way through it. Don't make it hard on yourselves. Now, here is where we go into headfuck territory. We're going to start with the mini boss, which is Asar's Ventress, Mother Townsend, Old Daka, Talia, and Night Sister Zombie. They've purposely stopped using Marin, so it's the old Night Sisters. Okay. The other team that they want you to use, we have got a character missing because it is so long, but General Hux, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren en masse, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and a fifth. We don't know who the fifth is right now, but okay. They're strange. The boss is Commander Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Pow, Chirrut Imwe, and Death Trooper. And the other team is Aura Singh, Enfys Nest, Embo, Dengar, and Greedo. Those two teams to me do not make sense.
It's like a fucking 5-year-old's just gone through and picked out characters. And like
I was going through these on Discord with a couple of people that were just sat in chat listening to me working it out. And I got to this one and I just went, did they literally just get like a load of ping pong balls, write the characters' names on, tip them in a big bag and go, and the next character in this team is Greedo, and the next one, Dengar.
Possible.
Like, complete randomness, because it is a possibility that that's how they chose those feats.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them. Fingers crossed they're not utter bullshit, guys. I am really, really hopeful that we're not going into bullshit country with that one. But I'm going to be honest. I'm not looking forward to testing those, and that's even with a big account. I am not looking forward to them. So we will see. They may just be in a Discord call. If I do them in Discord, I will record it and we'll chuck it up online at a later date. It won't be instant day one, you've got it available. But the second I can test them, I will. Now, the last one is the global feats.
Globals.
I have a bullshitty evade team. Evade team that I really enjoy, which is Ray, JTR, GMY, Hezra, and Ben Solo. The reason I love this is, number one, it gives out the evade. Number two, you've got two characters that are evade mastery. And number three, it's just bullshit because, oh, look, you got them to healing immunity. Get fucked. It will usually win me the fight. It usually gets me 3 or 4 evades en route. You could also use a general jabber team because it does give the evade, also gives blind. Again, CLS gives evade, gives blind. Pirate King Kondo gives evade down, gives evade up, and gives blind on one of the characters. It's basically you either blind them up so that they can't hit you, or you evade it. They're the two choices. The next one is the Dark Side Clones. Okay.
There are a lot of clones in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. No, it's attempt to inflict evasion down. I might have to rework this one. Oh, no, there is evades as well.
Yeah, evasion down is right under it. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah. Evasion down, again, is going to be that Star Killer team with POW. For me, I can't stress how easy POW will make things, guys. We've got the 4-man clone team. It's going to be Tarkin or Vader lead. That's the choices. Might just show it. POW is mentioned in every goddamn slide.
I thought we had evasion down earlier, but it's evasion up. And then there's evasion down for the global. Yeah. All good.
Yep. You've also got the defeat enemies on the golden path. We never put anything for this because you should be trying to stick to it if you can. you will just eventually get 250 kills.
Just
That's all it
remember,
is. You'll get
follow
through
the
it.
yellow brick
Big time.
road. We're off to see the wizard.
Wonderful, not Wizard of Oz. So,
You really, really, really?
yep. He did it. He did it to me. The other one is gain profit. Profit is going to suck. Profit is going to suck. Now, yes, you can just use new pirates, try and get the profit up as quick as you can. It's 100 times. So Pirate King Hondo is instantly going to complete it. Maz is going to be 1, maybe 2 fights. It is 1. But you get a feat for use deployable cooling systems that gives you 15. It is 100% worth doing, even if you have to cheese it. You can do these in Sector 1 on a random node. If it costs you energy, it costs you energy, but it's giving you 15 of the key cards. It's worth doing. It is really worth doing. The outlaw title for this time is win battles with Hondo Onaka, which will be Baby Hondo, Lando Calrissian, and Dash Rendar in your squad. We have got 2 other characters that we can potentially use, but it is win 3 battles with those 3. It's 1 key card, but it's a title. You guys know I'm a title hunter. I'll do it. There'll be some stupid cheese that we can pull off with it. I think Dash and Lando are they? And Lando's not a merc, so it's not going to be a Balin team. I might just put JML with them. But yeah, globals are going to be annoying, just plain annoying.
They look easier than normal, though.
Yeah, they're not.
Okay.
It's all the mini bosses that are the arsehole potentially.
No, I mean the global
If
feats
the-
look easier though, because I mean they actually coincide with some of the sector feats.
Yeah.
Whereas usually they don't. Usually it's like I'm trying to do one, and then it's once I run out of energy for the people I need in the sector, it's like, okay, let me swap over to the global feats now. But with this, we have evasion. So you get evasion in this one, and I want to say it was sector 4 for evasion as well. We had the 4-man clone, which again is also sector 4-5, like you said.
Yeah.
Evasion down, you're going to be getting that the whole time you're using POW. And as we saw, POW is just going to get used all throughout Conquest if you have him with an Omicron. The only one that's not really that overlapping is the full Galactic Republic, which doesn't which you can still hit some of the other feats while using a full Galactic Republic. So I think the global feats are going to be somewhat simple in regard to we're going to hit those while we're doing the other stuff anyway. So it's not like usually it's go out of your way to do these. In this case, it's just do the normal stuff. You're going to hit them.
Yeah. We're going to get most of the way there.
Usually I would be usually there is some form of correlation between them where like you can pull off, say, the 4 dark side clones in Sector 4 because you've got 300 dots to do. So you would go do the 300 dots with the Lord Vader team, which 3 or 4 fights down the line, you've got your dots. But, oh, look, you've done it with your clone troopers, 3 or 4 fights. Oh, look, you need 20 fights. That's a lump of it done right there. A lot of these globals for the last while have been you can do them somewhere, but it's not been obvious. This one is probably the most obvious they've ever made it. Where it's like, oh yeah, you want to do this here, you want to do the evasion down here, you want to do the Galactic Republic here, you want to do Darkside clones here, you want to do the evade attacks in Sector 1, you want to do the profit wherever the fuck you're going to use Hondo. It's not hidden. the globals have been made very, very nice and very goddamn obvious where you should be using them. Whether we can use them there is a wait to see for data disks. Like I said, we need to know the data disks. That is the biggest stopping point right now is data disks. Without
I also
them,
wanted to point.
not fucking true.
Yeah, I wanted to point out too, and I'm glad that we went over all this. There's some obviously, so Womprad is pointing out like the very obvious stuff that you can do. You're gonna have to look at your roster, see what you can do. I just wanted to point out too, like what I end up having to do a lot of times to cheese some of this stuff. I end up having to cheese a lot of it. Watt is very good for cheesing feats. Um, very good for cheesing like disarm. Lord Vader for the dots. If you don't, or not Lord Vader, Darth Vader for the dots as well. That kind of stuff because when the dots go away, they come back with his lead.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Are you going to win the node? I don't know. But that's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to rush, and this is why you rush at the beginning. So you rush as far as you can get. That way you've already made it as far as you need to get in the sector, just winning to get there. And then you go back and start knocking out the sector feats and the global feats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's the reason you do that is so that you can do these cheeses in order to get the feats done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, if you are wanting more stuff, more datacrons, yes, you're going to have to cheese certain things. You're going to have to potentially use energy and not get certain things. But at the end of the day, if you spend 20 energy to just complete something via cheese, knowing full well you're not going to win the fight and you just time out, you've still got a load of key cards. But save that for week 2. Get as many datacrons as you can week 1. Go all the way to Sector 4, farm Sector 4 node end, Sector 3 node end. That's all you should be doing this time through. It's those 2 ends. You stuck yourself with enough datacron materials to fill as many R9s as you physically can. So yeah, we need to see. We need to see.
Yeah, and somebody, Jack mentioned in the chat, Malik. I was going to mention that as well. If you guys like earlier, like mid game, like early mid game, something like that. If you don't have Malik, he's huge as well in conquest, proving grounds, just in general. But in those 2 specifically, which are on par with what we're talking about right now, because of the fear that he provides, right? And so you throw Malik, Watt, and then whatever else you need so that you can get the feats done. The other team's not attacking you as much because they're getting feared by Malik, which is allowing you to knock out some of those feats.
Yeah. And yeah, it is definitely try and get through it as fast as you can. Try and focus on the feats that you know you can do. And if you are wanting to try those other feats, there are plenty of cheeses out there to try and keep you going. Things like the weapon tech on CX2, tank tech on Malik to Fuzzaton. Yeah, all great. All absolutely brilliant. But what you also have to look at is what if the account doesn't have What Tambor? What if the account doesn't have Thrawn?
Then get good.
Yeah. But there is ways to cheese your way through. And honestly, like, it's not a bad thing. It's not. But we'll see. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah.
On Conquest?
Not massively. Like, I will ask. I've messaged Tumblr in regards to the edit that needs to be done, where we've got a CLS where it should be a what was it, gassed
Gas.
because of the no tanks team, I think it was.
Hmm.
So I'll have that up as soon as possible, guys. That one. The others are going up now in there. It is in Sector 3, so you'll just not have the notes for Sector 3 until later today.
No,
But
no, it's
everything
Sector
else
4,
will
no
be up.
tanks.
Yeah, Sector 4 was no tanks. Yep.
Oh, no. No, he is.
Oh, yeah, Sector 4.
Are you sure?
Nah.
Uh-oh.
No tanks is
clone
sorted.
kills.
It's the clone
Yeah.
kills
Yeah.
in
Sector
Sector 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll get that sorted. And then the second that's available in Sector 3, those notes will be up in the Discord, guys.
Yep. All right.
I am literally posting them now as we are talking.
Okay.
So feel free to fill in whilst I get all these out.
You got any
So are we going to
final
be talking
thoughts?
about Relic 10?
No, I think we'll hold that to next week with you back as well. Because I know you like, and I'm happy for the the shorter episodes. Because I could honestly talk about it for like an hour, and then we're gonna be at like a 3-hour episode, and we've done quite well in keeping them quite sensibly timed. So, I think next week, and it's still a while away, so it's not like we're missing out on anything really. So, yeah. What have you got any final thoughts on Conquest? Firm?
Oh, man.
Are you looking forward to
I
it?
mean, yeah, I mean, I'm always looking forward to having content to stream, honestly. Sometimes you run out of things to do. I mean, I have 3 accounts, and even so, non-GAC days, like yesterday, right? Non-GAC days. Hold on one sec. Sorry. Non-GAC days like yesterday, uh, even with 3 accounts, you run out of stuff to do sometimes. With Conquest, at least I have content to stream in the morning.
Yeah.
And it gives me something to do. It gives people a way to interact. So I enjoy doing Conquest in general. And just remember, guys, I mean, if you can't red box, you can't gold box, it doesn't matter. The stranger sucks anyway.
I mean,
Much
statistically,
coping there at all for your account?
yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The guy's gonna be trash. I mean, he's just a Conquest character. Those guys are never good.
Yeah, never
So,
good. Never good.
Never good. Never good. We just throw those guys to the side.
Game K doesn't need
I mean,
cat.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna unlock him, and I'm probably gonna get Trench up before that guy.
Dad bod
As a joke,
Boba
by the
Fett?
way.
Even
Yeah,
him?
yeah, Dad bod Boba Fett. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, who
Yeah.
needs this super OP, amazing
Yeah.
character that's just gonna demolish everybody? I don't need him.
Yeah.
Because Relic Delta, I'm not gonna be able to get him up anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna be so like down the list of teams to or characters to relic. Yeah.
Yeah, luckily for me, I put a lot of emphasis on characters that I like, which is why I R9'd Bane, which turned out to be a good thing anyways, apparently.
Yeah.
But I tend to do characters I enjoy anyways. So for me, he's going to be on the top of my priority list. For other people, he might not be on the top of the priority list. So it's really, you do want to get him before Proving Grounds, as we all know, because otherwise you got to wait for him to even get thrown in Proving Grounds, which I'm hating with Dark Ray. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it though. Like I said, at a minimum, I have content for my stream, stuff that I can enjoy doing with the community, discussing with the community. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to, it's a new one, so it'll be something different. I think the stranger looks like it's going to be quite a very good character. I'm not sure about the boss fight, so I'm really not, especially at Sector 5 where it's like fucking five seemingly random characters. Like they're all one faction, but I don't know.
Not
We'll see.
always just one faction, but
But
honestly,
wasn't one
those
of them
Sector 5
Resistance
ones
and
are
one was
worries.
Bounty Hunters? It was like Finn and
One sec.
Finn, Poe, Resistance Trooper, and R2D2.
Oh no, that's Sector 4. Come on. Sector 5, you've got a bounty hunter group.
Yeah.
A group with Death Trooper and Commander Luke Skywalker. So what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You've also got a Supreme Leader Kylo Ren with a Grand Admiral Thrawn and the old school Night Sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
We'll see.
So much synergy there with Death Trooper and Commander Luke Skywalker. We've all used that team in the game.
Maybe it'll be. Maybe
you
it's
can't deny it, man.
A new meta team that they're introducing to us. You never know.
So Bane has a podcast question. I know we're not really talking about much anymore, but I like the question. If you guys want to answer it, it's what is your favorite holiday side dish? I like this question, so I'll let you guys answer first, and then I'll go.
I will timestamp and then I'll answer. So, Aussie Mike, you're up first. You've got to think quick.
What sort of holiday are we talking? We're talking like, is that Christmas?
Let's go with like Thanksgiving, Christmas, because those are the upcoming holidays that are upon us, instead of like something that's already passed. So yeah, I would go with something coming up.
All right, Australia's not a Thanksgiving, obviously, but we'll go with Christmas. And one of my favorite ones, like a veggie bake, like a cauliflower, broccoli, some carrot, heaps of like cheese sauce, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'll take like fucking a plate full of that and like a little bit of meat. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Fucking love it.
I'm glad you described what that was, because I had no idea. I was about to ask you what it was, so I'm glad you went ahead and went into it.
Bake?
No, I don't know what a veggie bake is.
All right, I'm googling it.
I do now, but
yeah.
He's
what about like potato bake? Do you know what potato bake is?
No.
I'm gonna try and find one that doesn't.
Now,
shit. Okay, here we
go. I need to just double check the question because there may be two answers here for me.
It does say side dish, by the way, which
that's why I'm just double checking exact word. Favorite side dish. Cool. And there we are. We're now just hiding in the middle of the plate. That doesn't look too bad.
So you got like,
I'm not gonna lie, that looks like something I would eat the whole thing and nobody would get any. That's what that looks like.
You got a bit of broccoli in here, bit of carrot probably. You can put little pieces of bacon in there. There's some zucchini. Cauliflower is really good in it as well. And it's mainly just a fuckload of cheese and cheese sauce, which really does it. But yeah, really nice.
Nice. It looks good.
It's probably less of a side for me and more of a main, but yeah.
For me, it has to be pigs in blankets. It just has to be pigs in blankets all day long. Pigs in blankets.
Oh, pigs in blankets.
It's pigs in blankets?
Sausages.
Yeah, I know that.
Sausages wrapped in bacon.
I think that depends on where you are, though, because in like pig in a blanket to me is a hot dog instead of a sausage.
It's these.
So.
Yeah, there you go. Put them up. Put up a good picture of pigs in blankets.
I've got one, mate.
However, my family has a tradition of making a honey glaze, and you honey glaze them as well.
Oh, nice.
And so unhealthy.
Yeah.
But so goddamn nice.
Yeah. I'd take that. But yeah, cool.
Yep.
All right,
I
Google Google pull up a picture real quick of American pigs in a blanket.
Is that just going to be a hot dog wrapped with like that thin string of bacon wrapped around it really badly and done?
I think it's pastry.
No, that looked
Please
amazing.
don't.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I Googled it, and it's just so essentially it's just like a biscuit, and you put a biscuit around. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like that. Yep.
It's puff pastry around a chipolata or a Cheerio or whatever you guys call them.
No. Right.
I grew up on
Americans
that. What are you talking
listening.
about? No. What are you talking about? No. That's what I grew up on.
Americans listening, please Google or British pigs in blankets or English pigs in blankets or UK pigs in blankets.
Womp.
Try them. They're amazing.
What about this
I mean,
one?
I'll try them. I will give it a go, and I'll tell my kids like, "Hey, no, I would never. That's not.
No.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
No.
That's not
No,
right
not
anywhere.
fun.
That's like a British version. That's like Brits trying to be Americans and saying, "Oh, this is how they make it, right?" I'm just
dear.
saying. I'm
Bad
just saying.
Mike. Right. Do we
Yeah, that
need to
was
power
wrong.
your AI down early?
Yeah.
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 All
right.
So mine is the so my dish, my go-to side dish, is actually two dishes, but the primary dish would be a green bean casserole, which I hated growing up, but that is my go-to. As long as it's got like a gravy or something like that in it, and it's not like overly dry, that's usually my go-to with cornbread.
Okay.
I like cornbread with it. So, but
Yeah,
I'll eat
cornbread's
green bean
nice.
casserole or something like that. And everybody always makes them, and they make them differently and or different stuff like that. So usually you get multiple tries, like you get multiple different types. And I really, I don't know. I'll just take them all and just throw them on my plate and eat all of them. And I'm not a turkey person. I don't like turkey, so I don't eat turkey
Really?
anyway.
Okay.
So we usually make ham. My parents used to make turkey and they would make me eat it, and then they realized I actually don't like turkey, and so then they would start making ham specifically for me, and so that became our thing. Is you'd have a turkey and a ham,
Cool.
and that's what we do as well. So if somebody wants turkey, you can have turkey, but usually it's just ham. Yeah.
Okay.
For Christmas or Thanksgiving, it doesn't matter which holiday. I don't like turkey, so I'm not going to eat it.
Yeah.
So for this coming Thanksgiving, you need to try proper pigs in blankets, not the fake fuckers. Because
What you mean is I need to try the fake ones, and I'll try your fake pigs in a blanket, and I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna make them. I'll probably make them this week, maybe actually. And I'll tell my
instead of your
kids,
puff
hey,
pastry,
this is how they
just
eat pigs.
bake it.
Yeah, and this is how they make them in the UK, and my kids will be like, oh, and they'll love it. It won't even matter what they taste like. So
yeah.
So if you want to make it the way my gran taught me to make it, you cook the sausage most of the way. So like if it's 20 minutes to cook it, you put it in for like 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Take it out, wrap the bacon around it, but before you wrap the bacon around it, make a honey glaze, dip the bacon in, and then wrap it around the sausage, chuck it back in for the remaining 10-15 minutes. It'll be fully cooked and freaking gorgeous.
So just so you know, if you want to make the American version, which doesn't sound nearly as tasty now that you're describing that, it's super simple. At least the way we made them is you just take a hot dog and you just wrap it in a biscuit or a croissant, and you throw it in the oven because you don't have to cook hot dogs because they're already cooked, and you just throw it in the oven. And then you make some mac and cheese to go with it. And there you go.
There is a bit to them, but there is a bit to making them, but holy shit. With the honey glaze, it just takes it to a whole new level of, and I need to have some private time, please. This is not food that you should be publicly putting out there.
Can you get sausages in the? Yeah, we can get sausage in the U.S. What do you, I don't understand. Why couldn't we get sausage in the U.S.? I eat sausage all the time.
My
I put
father-in-law,
sausage in stuff too.
when he does pigs in a blanket, he uses like a spicy Cheerio instead of the like a normal one, so got a bit of extra like spice kick to it. Yeah, not too bad. But I like
Nice.
spicy, so yeah. Not everybody
Me too. I
likes it.
make everything spicy.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. If I'm eating food and it doesn't have spice in it, I go grab my Slap Your Mama and I put my own spice in it.
Okay.
These two, if they ever get to come to the UK, I need to take them to a lovely restaurant down. Well, I say down the road. It's like a 40-odd minute drive from it. And yeah, watch their brains turn around and go, "This isn't spicy. Keep eating it then." It's still not that bad. Keep eating it. And you get to about halfway through the dish and your brain is going, "No, I need to stop. This is too hot now." Gurkha curry. Best thing you can ever have.
I was thinking Greg's. The Greg's?
No, gurkha curry. Proper gurkha curry.
Anyway. All right.
All right, guys. Well, I gotta get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get.
Let's
I gotta
wrap
go
up.
get my kids.
Yeah. You want to pimp your stuff before you go, Berm? Because I realize we haven't done it any of the episodes you've been on.
Oh, yeah. If you guys you guys want to check me out, I stream every morning, 7 to 7:30 Eastern time. I go for about 2 to 3 hours, depending on what I have to do that day. I do have a YouTube channel. I'm about to drop another video this week. So it's gonna be _SWGoH for the YouTube, and then it's just T3H Berm for Twitch. So stop in. I'd love to have you guys.
Awesome.
Yep. Have fun, buddy.
All right.
And that is it, guys, for this week anyway.
Yeah.
So we are wrapping up. Berm is the first to do it. I will be back in about an hour's time. I don't know whether I'm going to play. You've broken it, Mike. There you go.
It's good.
You fixed it. I don't know whether I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy X or whether I really want to play Battlefield 6 right now. I haven't decided, so don't expect me to have a decision before I actually decide to get ready to stream. I'm going to have about an hour off, have some food, spend some time with the cat. I've got a couple of bits that I need to do before I start streaming, but yeah, we'll be back this afternoon with a bit of a chilled one. Mainly recovering from a hangover. And yeah, we'll go from there. Other than that, you know where I am. You know where I am. Come and bug us. You're more than welcome to. You're welcome to come and join the Discord. If you need the link to the Discord, I think it's in the Hutts Hangout anyway. If it's not, I will throw it in my channel there so you guys can find it. And yeah.
Cool.
Regarding that, Ryrock, we have a Dreamies cannon that now works. I now need to upgrade the camera I'm streaming on to have the Dreamies cannon set up. So we will have a Dreamies cannon soon where you guys can do stuff and it will create a sound that will alert the cat. It'll fire a Dreamy into a box that he can then run to.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We
have a Dreamies cannon coming, guys.
Okay.
It's just, I've got to finish the integration to make sure it works and then be able to afford the new camera so that I can run the Dreamies cannon all the time.
Yeah.
And it will be like every stream, it'll just be set up. It'll just be set up for you guys. And I'm debating whether I just make it like 50 bits and you can fire a Dreamy. So, yeah, you guys will be able to feed the little fatty who wants more Dreamies than common sense.
That's dangerous.
So, yeah. And I'll have to train him on the beep. Bitch. Yeah, it is a little dangerous. He might get a little fat.
Yeah.
But yeah, he loves dreamies and he loves like you haven't seen him jump up yet today because he's currently lozzicking on the sofa, fully stretched out, as if to say, "Nah, where you want to sit? No, that's my area. That's my area." He is currently being a big fat cat moment, and yeah, you'll likely see him later. He will be causing mischief.
Cool.
But I need food. I am
And I need
hungover
sleep.
to sin. Who the fuck are we?
All right. Thanks guys for coming along. I don't do anything other than this, so you'll see me next week. I do have holidays coming up too, so I'll have to remind you. I'll have to send it in thingo to let you guys know when. But
Yeah.
I'm going to Perth, so I might even be able to still stream because it, or like you guys will have to run it, but I'll probably still be able to jump on because it'll be earlier in the night for me over there. But I will have been at the cricket all day. So I may be very, I don't know. We'll see.
Inebriated.
Probably.
You may be very inebriated.
I
Just
might
like
be
we were last night
blind.
with Scro.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks guys for coming along. Yeah, we'll see you then.
Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you all soon and
All
cause
right.
mischief.
I have got a raid sorted up for Brave Santan. Send them across to there.
I am just opening to download the video.
All right. All right. They are being sent. Verified accounts only can chat. What does that mean?
Yeah. It's a safety thing that
Okay.
he probably runs.
All right. Anyway,